Hi, let's look at logging a new trip on logbookforyou.com or the app. Go here, log new trip, up comes a screen. The trip title could be anything you like. You can go from, let's say, Kos to, let's spell that right, Kos to Tilos. This is a Greece, from one island to another, and the start date. Let's say we're starting, on the 12th, for example. The start time was 8 in the morning, 8:51 perhaps, and the end date the same day on the 12th, finishing at say 1550, something of that nature. Departure port was Kos Marina, and we can look here, we can click on there, and it will find the coordinates for that place. If you are putting in there the location where you're at right now, you'd click here. So normally speaking, you would fill this out prior to leaving. So you'd have the start date, start time. These would be blank, blank. Click here, brings up the location where you're at, and the destination, we just said that would be Tilos. So we go there and we click on there, and that brings up the coordinates for Tilos. So this you would automatically do. It calculates the distance as an ocean-going vessel, which accounts for tacking and so forth. You can change that to different ways of calculating it, but ocean route is realistic. The time it took, now we've automatically put the times in here. That time would not be completed unless you put the time in here. When you arrive, you'd finish off the log. These will be calculated. Maybe put some fuel in here. You set off with 180 litres maybe, and arrived with 175. You've been sailing most of the way. Use 5 litres of fuel. Add a crew member, Philip Smith. Wind, we can auto fetch the weather from the location you're at. This will bring up the actual weather in Kos Marina right now. Brings that and auto fills it. You can manually fill it if you wish. If you don't want to use the auto fetch, put in the details yourself. Any notes about the trip, and here you've got a map of that particular trip. Kos Marina there. We just put the island of Tilos there, but you may be going to somewhere like here, so you can move the pointer and drop it there. And if you wish, then you can record the trip. So if you're using this on, I would suggest on something like a tablet, you would leave it open and record the trip. Leave it on your chart desk maybe. Click record, and off you go. As a new screen opens, and it will record that trip from here to here, the route you took. When you stop recording, it will take a snapshot of that trip and hold it in the data, and that's here. At the moment, you're looking at something completely different because I am not in that location, so I apologize for that. You would have a snapshot like this over here, so you could open that up and zoom in on it. So at the moment you're looking at I'm actually down in India right now, so you're looking at something very strange. So what it would do is give you a snapshot of your trip. The next thing you can do is add some images. Maybe you took some pictures along the way, so you could click on there, add an image, look at your pictures maybe, scroll down to something. Who knows what, you're looking at my pictures here, my children, my family. We can try that one, my son. Put that in there, and I've now got a picture of my son. There he is. And save the trip. Now you have a trip saved, Kos to Tilos, the dates. You can have a quick view of that anytime you wish. Look at the pictures. You can edit the trip here. So if you want to add some more pictures, change some data maybe. You can edit here, or you can delete the trip completely. Close that there. At the top here, now once you start adding trips, you'll get a running commentary of the total trips, distances covered, the hours at sea, fuel that you've used, and how many you've completed. So I hope that helps. It's quite comprehensive, and what you can do from there, for example, is if you were changing devices, any data that you've saved is saved locally on the device that you're using. So if you wanted to take that data off this device, you go to Save Data, find a location where you want to save it. Ideally, what you'd want to do is move it to the cloud, save that file. When you go to a different device and you want to start using a different device, then you would go restore the data, find that file, click on it, download it, and it would automatically bring all the trips and everything that you've put in that other device onto the new device. You can also click here and share as a PDF. We go there like that, and it would save to a certain place, and that creates a PDF file of all your trips and all the data. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much.